Hello, everybody. Welcome to cricketworld.com. We are back again with our match insights video. And today we're going to be reviewing the exciting Asia Cup 2025 final. As always, I've got my friend and colleague Nikhil Narayan with me to review this final. Nikhil, it was a blockbuster final. It had everything, and it was closer than we imagined.
Absolutely, Chandresh. What a rip roaring affair. Uh, Two arch rivals, fantastic final, very, very tight contest. And at the end, a lot of drama on and off the field. But all in all, the cricket on the field was absolutely spectacular, Chandresh. India just pipping Pakistan and winning their ninth Asia Cup title. A fantastic match of cricket, but a lot of drama on and off the field.
Yeah, let's start at the beginning when India opted to field and asked Pakistan to bat. And then Pakistan got off to a good start once again, thanks to Saibzada Farhan.
Absolutely. Pakistan were off to the best start they've got in the tournament, and they were all set. At one point it seemed like they would, get to around 200. They were 113 for one in the 13th over. Easily 180 plus was a pass off then for Pakistan. But then, as we've seen many times in the past with a lot of Pakistani teams, especially since 2000, they imploded and just managed to score 33 runs of their last 44 balls, losing 9 wickets. Kuldeep Yadav was again the pick of the Indian bowlers, picking 4 wickets, but Pakistan just imploded, just collapsed, and India were back into the match. Pakistan, therefore, letting go of a golden opportunity to, in a high pressure final, if they had scored above 180, India would have, in spite of India's, fantastic batting lineup and the depth they have in their batting lineup, India would have been on the back foot. But, Pakistan sort of handed the match on a silver platter to India by their batting in the second half.
Yeah, and also that crucial 17th over of Kuldeep Yadav in the Pakistan innings, where he picked up 3 wickets and gave away just one run, and that too a wide. And they just seemed to lose their way. And they posted just 146. India gambled with just one fast bowler in Jasprit Bumrah and began their bowling innings with Shubham Dubey starting off proceedings. That was a big, huge call by India, and that paid off.
Absolutely. It was a massive gamble. Everyone was surprised that Arshdeep Singh is not a part of the playing 11. But India, I think they made the calculation. I think uh, they hoped that they would chase. Either way, I mean, if they won the toss, they would have chased. If Pakistan won the toss, they assumed that Pakistan would have batted first. And therefore, they strengthened their batting lineup at the cost of a fast bowler, and ultimately it paid off. It was a massive gamble to start with Shivam Dubey, but ultimately, his cameo in the end was perhaps a difference in the match, Andresh.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, looking at the Indian effort with the bat, 147 to chase. They lost Abhishek Sharma quite early in the piece. And at that time, Pakistan would have fancied their chances.
Absolutely. Abhishek Sharma's wicket was a huge, huge moment in the match. And immediately after, out of form Indian skipper Surya Kumar Yadav also was dismissed. So in the first 3 overs, Abhishek Sharma, Surya Kumar Yadav back in the pavilion. India were definitely on the back foot. They hadn't got the rollicking start. The run rate was just around a run a ball. India were under pressure, but they did not panic. They knew the target. It wasn't. It was a mediocre score, 140 odd. So they took the match deep. They built partnerships, and ultimately that paid dividends, Chandresh.
Yeah, India lost 20 for 3, losing their captain, the vice captain, Shubman Gill, and the team seemed to be struggling at that stage. And it required a special effort. First, a stand between Tilak Varma and Sanju Samson to get the side back on track. And then finally, it required the cameo from Shivam Dubey in the end. But first, a word on Sanju Samson under pressure, playing out of place. and still managing to scatter the ballers around, because he played a very crucial hand over there, Sanju Samson. He took charge when Tilak Verma held the innings together.
Absolutely. Sanju's 24 of 21 balls came at a very critical stage of India. He got, a couple of fours and a six away just at the time, getting those boundaries just at a time when India needed them, keeping the required run rate in check, while Tilak Ramna farmed the strike from the other end. It was a very crucial 24 from Sanju Samson. He would have loved to carry along, but, it's still a very important 24, given that he's been in and out of the side.
Absolutely. And then Tilak Verma continued his merry way and played a very calculated innings, striking at the right time. And then he got good support from Shivam Dubey as well before India sealed the ninth Asia Cup triumph for themselves. It was a very tense finish in that sense, because Shivam Dubey came in at a very critical time, 77 for 4, with India still needing 70 more runs to win the contest.
Absolutely. Shivam Dubey, his partnership, if you see with Tilak Verma, was 60 or 40 deliveries in which he contributed 33 of 22. He took the risk initially. He cleared the ropes. He backed himself. And especially, I think Pakistan made a huge mistake, Chandresh, that 15th over given by Harris Roth. I mean, that he should not have been given the 15th over. He should have been kept only for maybe overs number 18 and 20. That was a big mistake by Pakistan. The spinners were bowling well. Abrar Ahmed was bowling well, and they were controlling the flow of runs, Abrar and Sam Ayub. But Pakistan 15th over cost 17, and the momentum of the match completely turned on its head. And India, India had the upper hand thereafter. So Pakistan making a huge mistake with Haris Roth giving him the 15th over.
Absolutely. And then we had the unnecessary spectacle of the Indian team not ready to accept trophy from the Asian Cricket Council president, Mohsin Naqvi. Some individual players did receive the awards, but the Indian team refused to receive the medals and trophy from the Asian Cricket Council President Mohsin Naqvi. We know the political tensions and the diplomatic tensions between the two countries. The presentation itself was delayed by about 1.5 hours, and everyone kept waiting. No one knew what was happening. Individual players like Shivam Dubey, Abhishek Sharma, Kuldeep Yadav did receive their individual awards, but the Indian team itself did not receive the individual medallions, and the trophy was not received by Surya Kumar Yadav because the Indian team was not ready. And a compromise was worked out that the Emirates Cricket Board Vice Chairman Khalid Al Zaruni would present the trophy. But again, there was a standoff, and in the end, the PCB chairman, the ACC president Mohsin Naqvi left the stage, and where the Indian players did not receive the trophy.
Absolutely, Chandresh. There was some drama, and I mean, frankly, I'm a bit surprised that the ICC and the ACC did not discuss this. It was, to me, it was very obvious after India had not shaken hands with the Pakistan team in the group stage match that India would not have any interaction to either with the Pakistan team, which they didn't throughout the tournament. Right or wrong is a separate debate altogether. And India would also not accept anything from the ACC chairman, who's also a minister in the Pakistan government. It was very obvious this would happen, and the organizers, the ACC, the ICC should have intervened and sorted this matter beforehand, given that India had the maximum chance of winning the tournament. I'm a little surprised that this wasn't planned better. Uh, and at the end, it did not look good. I mean, for either side. So this should have been sorted, by the ICC at the highest level. Uh, Given that India were the favorites to win the tournament in such a situation, they should have calculated for such a scenario. I don't blame the Indian players per se. Cricket is important, sportsman spirit is important, but there are larger things at play, and everything is not under their control. I mean, there are larger forces at play here, and the Indian cricket team can only do as much. Uh, as is in their past. So And I don't think Surya or anyone else did anything wrong. Uh, Overall, it could have been handled better, by the administration of both teams and by the ICC.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how much ICC has a say in this because it's an ACC tournament. But the ACC definitely, the calmer minds in the ACC should definitely have come in play. But the Indian team decided to celebrate on their own without the trophy, with a mock trophy. They did their own photo op, and they repeated the act of Rohit Sharma when he walked into the stage with the T20 World Cup trophy. So the Indian team decided to celebrate on their own, and the last has not been heard of this about this topic at this moment. So that tournament is done and dusted. But there are a few things that we can discuss. Nikhil, is uh, about the teams that played in the tournament. The five test playing teams, starting off with Afghanistan, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. What do you think uh, they gained or lost from this tournament?
I think Sri Lanka started off well with a lot of promise, Chandresh. They won the group stage matches, but they suddenly, their form sort of flipped in the Super Four, and they lost the first couple of matches. They gave a good account of themselves against India, but then there was no pressure on them in that match against India, and that too, it was on one individual brilliant performance by Pathum Nasanka. So overall, this Sri Lankan team has talent in batting and bowling. There's Pathum Nasanka. Of course, I think Dushmanta Chamira, Badrundu Hasaranga, Kusal Mendes, Kusal Pereira. So they have the team, youngsters and experienced lot, who can challenge in the T20 World Cup in local conditions. But a disappointing end for them. They would have fancied the chances of making the final, along with India in this Asia Cup. As far as Afghanistan are concerned, they for me were the biggest disappointment. I actually fancied an India Afghanistan final. Afghanistan, they've had a meteoric rise in the T20 format, especially. They've become heroes in international cricket, rising, in this format. And, just, I think, unfortunately for them, the batting let them down this time. Some of the big guns like Rahmanullah Gurbaz, Ibrahim Zadran, uh, Mohammad Nabi, they did not click with the bat, and they would be really, really disappointed with this performance. Afghanistan, we've seen them upset major teams in ICC World Cups, but this was not the best of performances by them. Bangladesh, again, frankly, they haven't done well in this format. No one expected them to do well, and that is the way it panned out. I mean, uh, they have a problem, apart from a few big names like Mustafizur Rahman, Rashad Hussain, who did well, Tawheed Hridoy here, and I think the uh, batting was poor. Leighton Das did not. I mean, he was not consistent. Tawheed Hridoy himself was not consistent. Not enough runs, and a very, very disappointing performance by Bangladesh.
Okay, and if I were to sum up the top batter and bowler of the tournament, would it be fair to say that it is India's Abhishek Sharma was the top batter of the tournament, in your view?
By far, I mean, the best batter, highest impact batter, undoubtedly is Abhishek Sharma, the leading run getter, 350, strike rate of 214 in the power play. A path breaking performance by Abhishek Sharma. Absolutely.
And the best bowler. What about before we go to the best bowler, the other batters too that have caught our eye? Who would they be in your view?
Tilak Verma, player of the match in the final, kept his cool, did not panic. Six of Haris Rauf in the 20th over, also unbeaten 49 of 34 versus Sri Lanka. Pathum Nasanka, that brilliant 100 against India, second highest scorer of the tournament. Saibzada Farhan, three fine performances, all against India. So these three, I think, would be the other batters who stood out in the tournament, Chandresh.
And in terms of bowling, it's fair to say that Kuldeep Yadav was the best bowler of the tournament.
By far, Chandesh. I mean, Kuldeep Yadav, 17 wickets in 7 innings at an average of 9.3, economy of 6.3, 4 wickets in the final, two 4 wicket hauls in the tournament. Absolutely brilliant, Kuldeep Yadav. Head and shoulders above any other bowler in the tournament in every way. Other noteworthy performances for me were Shaheen Afridi. He raised his game in the Super 4 stage. He's very good in the final also. He took 7 wickets in the last three matches, conceding the 65 runs of his 12 overs. Mustafizur Rahman for Bangladesh was good. Vanindu Hasaranga for Sri Lanka picked 8 wickets. So these were the standout bowlers for me in the tournament.
Okay, and now was there an emerging player that we all should look forward to in the coming months and years, in your view?
I think, yeah, I think Rashad Hussain of Bangladesh, the leg spinner, the all-rounder, the leg spinner. I think he had a decent tournament. He picked up wickets. He was restrictive. He's a talent one should look out for across the three formats. He's only played 9 ODIs and 47 T20Is till now. No Test matches, but I think the 23-year-old is someone to look forward to in the coming years.
Okay, interesting. And what about any surprises, any tournament surprises? Any outcome or any player surprised you, in your view?
I actually Abhishek Sharma's consistency surprised me. And barring the final, the way he batted in this tournament against top quality. I mean, Shaheen Afridi, Haris Rauf, these are not club bowlers, but the way he treated them in each and every match. I mean, the way he batted. I mean, uh, for a batter in an international tournament to have a strike rate of above 200, uh, number of runs he scored in every match, the risk he took, and still, I didn't expect Abhishek Sharma. The IPL is one thing, but international cricket is the other. The way Abhishek Sharma batted with consistency, I think I was surprised just by his fluency, timing, skill, just by his sheer courage to charge the likes of Shaheen Afridi, Haris Rauf, and others.
Okay, and what about the two finalists? India still have a few gaps to fill in their 15 for the World Cup. They need to find a way to get in another fast bowler in the 11, and also to try and get some more all-round support, because you can't depend only on the all-round skill of Hardik Pandya to make the balance come good.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, India went unbeaten; they would be happy. Uh, and the top order is absolutely brilliant. Except, so Surya's form is a bit of a concern. We discussed his numbers the other day. He hasn't not even one innings of note uh, in the entire year this year, 2025. But he's a class act. He should be back in form for the World Cup. And then I think India needs a couple of collapses in the Indian batting order in the second inning. They need a strong finish. They can't always rely on the openers to sort of do the trick in the power play. So India needs the Hardik, the Shivam Dubes, the Rinku Singhs. They need a strong finish, and they cannot afford collapses against the big teams like Australia and England. The bowling, I think, Kuldeep and Varun Chakravarti make for a formidable duo. So the two wrist spinners, I think Jasprit Bumrah needs. I think Arshdeep Singh needs to be given a little more, trust and faith. He's among the premier bowlers in T20I cricket. I think India needs to sort of, play him a bit more. I think he should partner Jasprit Bumrah, and we need a reserve fast bowler also. Maybe a look into Prasidh Krishna later, because Harshit Rana clearly is not yet a finished article in the T20I format. He leaked a number of runs. So some problems for India, but still very, very strong, at least for the Asian teams. But when Australia, England when the World Cup comes around, that will be a different ball game.
Yeah, and what about Pakistan? Lots of things for them to ponder about as well.
Yeah, I mean Pakistan. As expected, the bowling was very good. In fact, they had the best bowling average and economy rate in the tournament, just like India had the best batting average and the best batting strike rate. However, Pakistan's combined, and this is a problem now for the last 10 years. Pakistan's combined batting average of 18.4 placed them at number 5 after India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Afghanistan. The batting is a massive problem. The top order, except Farhan, did not fire at all. I mean, Saim Ayub and Salman Agha, I mean, they'd failed in each and every match in the tournament. Pakistan's strike rate, I mean, the way India scored at a run rate of 10.6 in the power play in the tournament, which is mind-boggling. Pakistan's strike rate, overall strike rate in this tournament was 118, barely 118, which was, I mean, in modern T20 cricket, they are playing T20 cricket as if it was when it was played at the inception in 2005 2006. They need, and bowling cannot win them all the matches. They need at least to score part holders of around 160. So Pakistan, really cause of concern, especially after Rizwan and Babar Azam not being a part of their team. The batting is a huge worry for Pakistan. Until that is sorted, they cannot, hope to win a major world tournament.
Absolutely. And we've also taken the trouble of putting together like a combined Asia Cup 11. I'll just pull that up for the benefit of our viewers as well. I'll just come up on the screen, and we'll just want your thoughts on the thought behind this playing 11 that you pulled up. A combined 11. It will be interesting to see your thoughts. I'll just pull it up in a minute. But some of the best performers in the tournament formed part of the 11. What was the thought that you put together in putting together a combined 11?
So basically, I looked at positions and the various players who've done well from different positions, like a specialist position, like an opener. So, I mean, the opening pair, Chandresh was the no-brainer, absolutely. So Abhishek Sharma and Pathum Nasanka, were the opening pair. That was a no-brainer completely. I mean, Abhishek Sharma, we all know what he did. Nasanka was absolutely sensational. And then one had to sort of there was no number three in the tournament who stood out, so I had to choose players who had opened the innings and slot them at number 3 and 4. So therefore, Sahib Zada Farhan, who had a good tournament for Pakistan, I slotted him in number 3. Saif Hassan, who I thought had a couple of fantastic innings for Bangladesh, I slotted him in number 4. Otherwise, he had opened the innings. Tilak Verma, who had batted at 4, I put him at number 5. Shivam Dube at number 6 as the all-rounder. Hasaranga was amongst the wickets and played a couple of cameos. He was a number 7. Abrar Ahmed had a brilliant tournament, picked up wickets and was restrictive, someone to look out for the future. And then Kuldeep selected himself. Shaheen Afridi, with his performance in the latter half, selected himself. And Mustafizur was Bangladesh's highest impact bowler. So he selected himself. So that was my rationale, only obviously picking the team on the basis of their performances in this tournament, notwithstanding anything they have done otherwise in their career.
Absolutely. It makes for interesting viewing. The combined 11 that we put together for this tournament. What do you think about this combined 11 that we put together? Please let us know your thoughts and comments. Remember, if you're watching us on cricketworld.com or any of its platforms, remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment on our videos and be part of the conversation that Nikhil and I are having right through this cricket season. That's it for now. We'll be back soon with yet another video. Till then, take very good care of yourselves, and we'll see you soon. It's goodbye and God bless from both Nikhil and myself.